James here with Paradigm Homes, here today in North Arlington in the lovely Lyon Village neighborhood, where we have our most recent pop-top addition. I'm actually standing where there is a wow factor in this home in my favorite area on the second story balcony, which is right off of the owner's suite. There's so much more to share with you. Don't just take my advice for it. Come follow me inside. All right, we're gonna pause right here for a second, and actually I'm gonna come towards the camera because right here, right off of the front door, we have this new 16 square foot section on the inside of the house. It's the only section of the first level where we added square footage. I know it doesn't seem like much, but this is where thoughtful design is key, because previously this was a very closed off foyer and it didn't align with our client's design intent to have this open concept first level. Come follow me in for more. Okay, so standing here in this open concept living room, which immediately to my left, you're gonna actually see the kitchen. But before we get there, we have this fireplace, which was original to the home. So even though this was a major addition renovation, we love to look for ways to preserve the charm of the house and have the feature that we preserved be more functional. Hence the gas line now to what was just the wood burning fireplace. I'll talk more about the color matching as well to the mantle, but come follow me in the kitchen first. Okay, so when you come into the kitchen, who doesn't like an oversized island, right? So we have a nice 8-foot island here, these awesome pendant lights. And speaking of what we're looking at, you know, function is really the #1 priority in the kitchen. Our clients ask for it, our architect prioritizes it, but when you can have great design accompany that, why not, right? So small things that were thoughtfully considered, like even the reflection of the light on the island or on the ceiling. And then you come over, when you can have not just a cool feature, but a cool functional feature, you have the best of both worlds. So who says a microwave has to be boring when you can put it under the cabinet and have it be motorized? And more what we're having as requests from our clients are some traditional considerations with some modern accompaniment. So like I'm standing where the dining room is, you can tell by this location of this light, so this is where the dining room table will be. You know, and you may not always have the benefit of having a dedicated pantry, but it doesn't mean we're not going to consider it in our design so that you have it. And so what we'll do is we'll transition to the other side of the first level, because we can pick up where there are some traditional considerations, but in a very thoughtful way that work for today's modern family. Standing here in the parlor room, which for those of you who grew up in old time cities or in the suburbs that was, you know, were in a home that had a layout that was a little more traditional, this is the parlor room. Now I get excited about that because I did grow up in an old time city, and this is where the adults would come to give themselves some privacy when needed, when they had kids, or when sometimes, you know, the men or the ladies would just have their separate spaces where they could sit down and interact with one another without it actually being something that everybody in the home could hear. So really glad that our clients incorporated this as a design element and feature in their home on the first level. And now we're gonna go ahead and show you a few other things. Now, before we do though, in case you didn't notice, there's a couple different color matched items, natural wood items here on this first level, and you'll see it throughout the house. And so that's the newel post, that's the door behind me to the parlor room, the front door, and the fireplace mantle. And that's just a few. I'm gonna talk more about this as we go through the house, because our client's son played an intricate part in deciding the color of a lot of the cabinets. All right, so what we see a lot of times with pop-top additions is on the main level that was existing, that's where all the beds were, and many of the bathrooms were. So our clients many times want to move their bedrooms upstairs, and this is no different. Before we do that though, I want you to check out these newel posts, because you've probably already seen along the way, or you will see, the different color matching between the cabinets and everything on the first level, the front door, the parlor door, etc. Let's go check out the second floor. Okay, standing here in the new primary bedroom, which is located in the new pop-top section of this home, we first noticed the oversized windows. Lots of natural light, has its own separate temperature control. We cut through the new owner's closet and we enter into the new owner's ensuite. And this primary bathroom is awesome with the double vanity, the separate water closet, its own linen space, and then my personal favorite, you step into this curbless, oversized shower. It is tiled floor to ceiling, and honestly, it's its sizing is truly oversized, which a lot of times when you do renovations and additions, you don't always get the benefit of having this large of an owner's, what we'll call, wet room. And before we head downstairs to the basement, there are a couple of other features in this new pop top section that I want to point out. Like 2 additional bedrooms, one of which is its own junior suite, an office because both our clients work from home, new upstairs laundry, and we don't want to forget this lovely balcony right off of the owner's suite for their morning coffee. And so that means in this new pop top section, we have 3 new full-size bathrooms, 4 new areas that could be bedrooms, one of which will be used as an office, and a new upstairs laundry. Let's go check out the basement. Okay, so standing here in the basement right now, this is totally gonna be where they have different games, maybe a ping pong table, foosball table. They have a nice kitchenette with its own fridge and sink or wet bar, its own separate egress, storage right under the stairs, which is lovely because it's oversized and very close to the egress. We added this bathroom, which is a full bathroom. Okay, so as I mentioned, down here in the basement, everything is connected. The stairways are centrally located, and I just came around the other side through what will be another laundry room. We kept the existing in the basement and the utility space. But we're standing at this moment where it will be the new TV lounge area. So think sectionals, large TV, and just hanging out. And there's one other area in the basement. As we walk by, the garage, of course, which used to be a 2-car tandem garage. We were able to preserve it for a 1-car garage. And our client, one of our clients, tasked us with a unique request, which was a sunroom. When their lot didn't have any space for us to go off to the side, off to the rear, which is how you typically see sunrooms added. So we just took from the tandem garage, kept the 1-car garage, and we gave her a sunroom here in the basement. Super exciting, has its own egress with this double panel door here, an oversized window. And I know when you have to compromise, sometimes it feels like a compromise, but our client was so excited that we were able to still, help make this dream basically a reality. And so actually that about wraps it up down here. Let's go back upstairs and check out the front porch. Okay, so we just wrapped up our most recent project here in North Arlington, Virginia. It was a pop top addition renovation. Glad that you were able to join us. And you probably noticed while we stand here on this new porch, some great stone accents, great cedar ceiling. Love the fan, especially on a hot day like today. And if you're thinking about doing a similar project, pop top addition renovation, whole home renovation, or even a custom home from the ground up, don't hesitate to reach out to your friends here at Paradigm Homes today.